The video was taken in February 2021 in Washington State, USA. The man stumbled upon a strange circle of black smoke over his home.
What in the world? What the heck did that come from?
The man stumbled upon a strange circle of black smoke over his home.
Where did it come from?
That's like smoky.
It was moving smoothly and stayed put in heavy masses. The dark smoke receded gradually after a long time.
Don't even go there.
Coincidentally, this phenomenon also has appeared in other places. This one was shot in Russia. What do you think this could be? This video looked quite real. According to the filmmaker, the video was taken in Moscow. He accidentally found something strange while photographing the moon. We can see there were 3 black dots flying through the moon. And there were lots of black dots following behind. The guy thought he got a UFO. And he amazed at the massive quantity. If there were real UFOs flying over the surface of the moon, their flight speed should be very fast and huge in size. Personally speaking, I think this video looked real and without any traces of fraud. What do you think these flying things could be? I will share my opinions at the end of the video. Promise me you'll watch till the end of video. This video was said to be taken in Descartes National Park in Guatemala. There were remains of the famous ancient Mayan culture in the park. He was an attendant of the park parking lot. He said the sound came from inside the park. But he has never heard such a strange noise before. It sounded like a human voice. But it was really creepy to hear this in the closed park at night. A white floater appeared on top of the baby in the picture. Some people interpreted it as the soul of a baby, and it floated out temporarily while the baby was asleep. But I personally think it could just be a spider's web or a hair that happened to run in front of the camera lens, shaking in front of the camera with the wind. How do you think of this? The guy encountered a strange car accident on the way. What made he bump to fly? The girl often runs at night. And this time she met a horrible thing.
Selalu ramai. Nari kosong pula.
Suddenly there was a rush of footsteps behind her.
Accident apa?
A man suddenly rushed to the front. But people disappeared in the twinkling of an eye. Weird things continued.
Empty saja. Siapa orang?
The strange runners who appeared several times should all be the same person. And he seemed to be deliberately pestering this girl, like a stalker. The girl was frightened and run back home quickly. But can she really get rid of him? It was a horror film. It is said that was a reappearance of a real terrorist incident. Many people like to run at night, but it can be dangerous for girls to run alone in dark. This is a shopping mall in Colombia. We can see in the surveillance, Freddy, a security guard, was playing with his mobile phone. But then, Freddy looked up and seemed like talking with someone with
Resulta y
gestures.
sale que un día antes se murió el que hacía aseo, era amiguísimo de él, pero él no sabía que se había muerto el señor del aseo.
At the same time, his colleague saw this strange scene in the monitoring room. He found that there was no one opposite Freddy. So, who was
Un
Freddy
día hablar
talking
con el
to?
espíritu y eso, un compañero se le acercó y le preguntó qué era lo que estaba haciendo y dijo que era que estaba hablando con su tanito de tal y resulta y sale que acaban de informar que el señor se había muerto.
Freddy's colleague contacted he with curiosity. And he got the answer that Freddy was chatting with an old employee, a cleaner. At that time, the cleaner was cleaning in the room. But the following things made Freddy's hair prickle. The colleague told him on the phone that the cleaner died a few days ago. We can see the Freddy's frightened face after hearing this news. He stood up and looked around, probably looking for the man who was talking to him just now. What was that? Did the cleaner come to say goodbye? This happened in South Africa's Kruger National Park. The pilot was driving some fuel. Suddenly several elephants appeared and went crossing the road. The driver stopped at a distance and waited for the elephants to leave. But he suddenly noticed a male elephant jumping out of the bushes nearby. The driver backed up urgently and knocked on the door in order to scare off it. The elephant was stunned at first and retreated into the trees. But soon another attack was launched. From another angle, we can see the driver's panic at that time. After attacking for more than 10 seconds, the elephant left after completely lifting the hood.
Hi, this is Stephanie.
The girl was a housing agent. She was showing others a house for sale with her phone.
Antonio, Texas. Let's go check it out. Come on.
The house is a 4-bedroom, 2-bath, and roughly 1,500 square feet. Over here we have the living area and a dining room. And then behind me to my right, you'll see a small study, also used as an office area or maybe a children's playroom. Hello? Is there anybody here?
The guy thought he captured a UFO. Of course, it can be called a UFO, an unknown flying object. Before we verified the identify this object. But what could it be? First of all, we can see that these objects are all black. That is to say, they were still in the shadow of the Earth, which was in sharp contrast to the bright surface of the moon. This means that these objects can't fly on the surface of the moon. Secondly, according to their flying posture, they didn't seem to fly by themselves. In addition, the height of the moon was not much high at that night. So, from my point of view, these black spots should be some floating helium balloons fluttering in the wind. And and accidentally captured by the camera when it just flew into the shadow of the moon.